always found it hard getting close to anyone. Neighbors, friends, boyfriends.
You should try it sometime.
In a long list of unforgettable characters, AMC's The Walking Dead added another in Jesus at the end of last season.
Guys, Jesus is here. And the season finale is this Sunday.
Yes.
Tom Payne plays Jesus. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Nina's geeking out. Get in there.
I'm such a huge Walking Dead fan.
Okay, so what's going on here with Maggie? What's the response been since your character coming out to her?
It's been great. You know, I loved how that was handled. It was a moment of their deepening relationship. It wasn't like, check it out, I've got this huge thing to tell you. It was just like, oh, by the way, here's something about me, and it shows that they're getting closer as friends and stuff. So that was really, really nice. And I had a great reaction. I mean, the next day I had someone send me a message on Twitter saying that my brother came out to our parents the day after the episode. And for me, it's like, well, that's what we do it for, you know? It's like, well, that's not what we do it for, but it's the representation that we're showing helps people with their lives. So that was really, really nice.
Now, I'm all for changing real lives, but I need to get back to The Walking Dead because Negan is terrorizing my life. I'm afraid. I'm afraid for you guys. What is your character doing? What is Jesus doing to help take down Negan?
He's doing everything he can. He's not, like he said in the show, like he's not a leader. He works better in an assist role, and he sees that Maggie is probably someone who can take the hilltop in a new direction and be a strong leader of that community. If you know Gregory we're not sure what he's up to. He might take us in a really bad direction. So he's a connector. I mean, he's taken Rick's group first of all to the hilltop, and then secondly to the kingdom.
Right.
He's trying to make these connections, and the kingdom didn't quite work out in the way that he wanted it to, but who knows, they might come around, and he's just trying to help in every way that he can. And in himself, he's gaining more confidence and more, he's ready to be part of a bigger group because he hasn't spent a lot of his life being part of a group, really.
Fascinating.
What about the opening for this season? I think, Nina, you were on that day. Too gruesome, because we were breaking down the episode of what went down. I mean, even for Walking Dead fanatics, it was a lot.
I mean, it went on for a while. It was pretty brutal. No, I would agree with that. We watched it at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in LA.
Oh, wow.
That's not scary.
And, yeah, and it started to rain. It was so crazy. It started to rain as the deaths happened. And
oh, my goodness.
It was really, and we were like, oh, I hope everyone doesn't mind getting wet. But everyone was like, this is so right. It's like raining, and Glenn's dying, and Abraham's dying. But yeah, that went on. And also, people have asked me about that scene, and I've said, like, I'm really glad I wasn't there, actually, because, you know, they did this amazing makeup on Stephen, and he really looked horrific, you know, and for everyone to be actually in that place and imagining that that's actually happening wasn't very hard. And to see someone that you love and have worked with for a long time looking like that and being beaten to death that's really tough.
I read that it was hard on the cast because you guys did it over the amount of days, and people were saying that it was like, it kind of was a downer for people. Like, it was pretty devastating. And you guys do death dinners, I'm hearing, when people die.
Yeah,
you don't want to be invited.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want to be the person, but actually, in a lot of cases, you do, because basically we celebrate that person. So we gather wherever it is. Andy set it up in the first season. You gather around and you talk about that person and when you first met them and what they mean to you, and it's really lovely. It's like having a wake for that person while they're still around. Which, who doesn't want to hear praise about themselves for an evening?
Now, did you have this look, this Jesus look, before this role?
No, not at all.
What was your look? Was it like clean shaven?
Had like short,
really?
Shorter hair and no beard.
What?
At all. I know.
How do you like it?
I like it. I think the look works. I'm happy with it. But at the end of the day, it's really annoying having long hair and having all this in your face and all this in my face, and it's a whole thing.
This would drive me crazy. How do you deal with this stuff? Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that. But there's I can't eat certain foods without, like, I have to have napkins like next to me like the whole time, and I'm like continuously like, oh, got it, because it just gets really messy.
Now, they make you keep this, or could you cut it off if you wanted to?
I could cut it off, but it just makes my life easier. Like, someone asked me, like, oh, it must be in your contracts and stuff, and actually it isn't, but the first season I wore a fake stick-on beard and extensions, and it's just much more of a hassle in the morning, and however much of a good job they do, it won't look as good as the real thing. So yeah, I wanted to, you know, be in the part, and if you're wearing all that fake stuff as well, it's another layer of pretend. And you want to really try and feel like the person in the situation. So, and you know, I can't like run my fingers through my hair and stuff if I'm wearing extensions or really like touch my face and stuff. So you're not really being as natural as you can be.
All right, who's dying?
Yeah, tell Nina.
I want to know.
Zero chance I'm going to answer that question.
Oh, I thought I was going to say that.
No.
Okay, well, how devastated am I going to be on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't know. It depends who you care about the most.
I'm invested in all of you. You can all come to my mom's house for barbecue.
The finale is pretty intense. It's got really big cheering moments and really sad moments and like, oh, cover your face moments. It's fun. It's like a roller coaster ride, and it has a really great resolution that I think people will be happy with.
Okay.
Nina, hug it out.
Call and check on me, y'all.
The season 7 finale of The Walking Dead airs this Sunday at 9 on AMC.